If your hammer is the price of a nail gun, but doesn't swing and hammer nails as fast as a nail gun, why? What gives it that value? Now,
what's up, guys? We are going to talk about the best framing hammer on the market. Now, we have a DeWalt. I'm not even sure what ounce it is. I've had it for a really long time. It's so boogered up I can't even tell. I have the Martinez straight grip. This one it's a nice hammer, right? We're good. We've got the Stiletto T-Bone 15 ounce. We have the Milwaukee 19 ounce wood handled curve grip. And then I have my wooden just curved grip. I couldn't tell you what brand it is. I've had this thing for probably, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 15 years. I don't know. I've had this one for a long time. And I just want to go through and kind of give you guys my opinion on the hammers. So let's start. Let's get these off to the side here. Let's start with the DeWalt. Now, the DeWalt one, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of it. It is not a hammer that I use very often. The one thing that makes me not use it is the nail grip on the front is crooked. I have never been able to sink a nail with the magnet straight. It's terrible. I also have bent a couple of the claws on this hammer, and I just don't like that. So honestly, for the price, you can get a lot better hammers than the DeWalt. If it's all you got, it's not bad. But again, I would choose almost any hammer over this DeWalt hammer. Next up, let's go with whatever I grab next. This is my OG. You can see it's covered in mud. I was digging out some mud. We had a little bit of a flood on the build site the other day, and this is my go-to hammer. And I'll tell you right now, I love this hammer. It's heavier. I think it's a 20 ounce. It just sinks real nice. Even with all the mud on the handle, it's still super comfortable. I like the magnetic on the top, the magnet. The nail setter, it works really well. It sets your nails straight, so if you got to reach out and set a nail, it works really well. I will say it's on the heavier side. It's not something that if I was swinging a hammer all day long, I wouldn't necessarily choose this one. But if I were to have just one hammer, this would definitely be one of them on the top of my list. Since we're on the wooden handled hammers, here's a Milwaukee that I've had for a while, the 19 ounce. I really like this hammer a lot. And you guys know I'm not a Milwaukee fan. And honestly, really any wooden handle curve grip 19 ounce is going to be solid. I do know that there's one that has, I don't know the brand of it, but it has an American flag for the packaging. There's like an American flag wrap on the handle. They sell them at Lowe's and Home Depot, I think. The hammerhead is blue. I do not recommend those hammers. Again, I'll put the brand up on the screen. I can't remember what it is at the moment. But I have broken the handle on 3 of those hammers. So I would never buy one of those wooden handled hammers. But the Milwaukee one is a great hammer. Uh-oh. That's operator error because I'm a retard. We're just going to pretend like this didn't happen, okay? Let's set a different nail here. Super comfortable, super easy to nail with. I'm nailing like an idiot right now. I don't know why. This one I like a lot. It's great. It's really easy to use, super versatile. The nail set on it on the top works great. It gets you a nice flat set when you're setting your nail. It works really well. I like it. So I highly recommend the Milwaukee wooden handle. Again, super cost effective. I would say maybe 25, no more than 30 bucks. Great hammer. You can rock this hammer on the job site and be totally fine. Now let's move on to the expensive hammers. The Stiletto T-Bone. It's almost a $400 hammer. I think 380 bucks, somewhere around there. So many things to say about this hammer. I like the hammer in general. Overall, I like the hammer. The nail set on it is nice. The side nail puller is really nice. The leverage comes in incredibly handy. I like and I hate that you can change out the face of the hammer. The issue that I've had with this hammer, which is why I don't use it as much, is my face gets loose. I would say if I'm nailing, mediocre amount of nails, about a half day, and this tip is loose. Some people have said put Loctite on it, all this other stuff. And for me, pretty much, I'm like, if I buy a $380 hammer and I have to do extra things to it so that it works like a normal hammer, F that. Like what do you mean? I paid 380 bucks. I think it should work better than every other hammer, right? That's the ridiculous thing about this is I like the hammer, everything about the hammer, but this getting loose and being another thing that I have to take care of is an absolute joke. So again, I didn't buy this hammer. Stiletto sent me this hammer. But like I've told you guys, I don't say things because they tell me to say them. I say things because I want to say them. I wouldn't recommend buying this hammer. Just straight out the gate, I would not recommend buying Stiletto. Sorry, Stiletto. I get mad at me. I don't really care. I would not recommend this hammer. It's a great hammer. I mean, as for how it functions when this is not loose, it's a great hammer. I would say it's one of the best hammers. But the fact that this loosens up is an absolute joke. And again, I don't want to do extra work for a more expensive hammer. It's like, that's the reason we buy expensive tools, is so that they last longer, they perform better, and we don't have to do as much swapping and buying new hammers and things. So the fact that you're paying more money for more headache, no, I don't recommend it. Overall though, I can't lie, I love the weight of the hammer. The nail set on it is great. I have no complaints with the nail set on. What's going on right now? Well, I lied actually. I was about to tell you I had no complaints with the nail set, but because this has been loose and I recently just tightened it up, I actually can't set the nail in that groove because the groove is not lined up properly. Stupid. Dumb. I don't recommend the Stiletto. I just don't. And if you guys are Stiletto fans, sure, do what you got to do. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. The Martinez. I'm learning to like this a lot more actually. I think it's a great hammer. I will say this again though. It's close to 380 bucks. Right? Now I don't have any issues with this hammer. I'm not constantly tightening the head. I'm not constantly having to do anything to it. It is just a hammer. Now I have the smooth face straight grip and I actually really do like it. It works really well. The more I use it, the more I like it. But in the end, what I would say is the difference between this and this is not enough to justify an extra 340 bucks. It's just not. And I tell people this all the time. If your hammer is the price of a nail gun, but doesn't swing and hammer nails as fast as a nail gun, what gives it that value? Now, here's the caveat to all of you hammer enthusiasts. If you want to buy it because it looks cool, I'm all for it. If you want to buy that Stiletto because it looks cool, I'm all for it. Keep it 100 though. You're buying it because it looks cool and it's a status. It's a status symbol. But in the end, it does not perform better. Now, if we were back in, you know, the 40s and the 50s where some people were just hammering nails like Larry Hahn, sure, I could understand talking about, oh, well, this helps with elbow, it helps with recoil and shock to the hand. I could understand that. How many of you guys are just driving nails all day? Like if you're shooting more than 30, 40, 50 nails, you're getting out a nail gun. You know what I mean? So in the end, I don't understand why people are so concerned with the minimal difference in shock and whatever this is beneficial of. In the way we frame and build today, I honestly, I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I don't find it to be anything crazy. Now, I will say I do like this hammer in general. I enjoy using it. I enjoy the weight on it. It's just a nice hammer to use. I will say the nail set works great. I have never had a problem with the nail set on this. So overall, if you're just getting into the trades, get a wooden handled curved grip, 19 ounce, and you'll be golden till you want to buy something purely for status. If you're someone that's been in the trades for a long, long time, that's great. I don't actually have an S-Wing. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, whoa, you don't have an S-Wing. I used S-Wing for a long time. I like S-Wing. I think S-Wing is great. I love that they're American made. I highly recommend going out and buying a wood handled S-Wing, buying a metal S-Wing, whatever it is. I don't really care. S-Wing makes great hammers. I used to have a couple of them. I didn't have any complaints with S-Wing. I didn't like it. And not for any legitimate reason. I just didn't like, I guess a status thing again. I didn't like the way it looked. I just didn't like it, honestly. I wasn't a fan of it. Not for any legitimate reason, just style, comfort, whatever you want to call it. Just didn't like it. But overall, really well made hammers, great hammers. They're a little more expensive than your typical hammer, significantly less expensive than these hammers. So if you are looking for a lifelong hammer, grab an S-Wing. I highly recommend it. I think I've given mine away to other guys at some point in time. I can't find any of them around anymore. But overall, guys, yeah, I recommend a wood handle, 19 ounce. If you want to be bougie and special and act like you're more important than you are, go grab yourself a Martinez. If you want to be constantly repairing your hammer that costs you more than a nail gun, go ahead and get a Stiletto. If you want to be breaking hammers and not able to set a nail with your magnet, get a DeWalt. But overall, that's my opinion on hammers. And if I give you my honest opinion, go buy one at the store, use it until it breaks, and get a new one, and you'll slowly learn what you like, because everybody's preference is different. But anyway, that's all I got for this one. Appreciate y'all. See you on the next one. Much love.